Hey now, what's up guys? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and since there's a new vacation movie coming out, why not rewatch and review the original Vacation? As you could see, this is the 3-movie pack. Where's Christmas Vacation? It wasn't a part of this pack. I don't know. I didn't make it. It's not my fault. But I will save that review for when Christmas comes around. Obviously, I'm talking about the original Vacation, which is a 1983 film that was directed by Harold Ramis. And the plot, who doesn't know the plot of National Lampoon's Vacation? You see Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold, and he's a loving father. He's married with 2 kids, a son and daughter, and he just wants to take them on a family vacation. Do you blame him? Why not? And you see them go on the road trip, and everything seems like it's going well until it turns out to be one of the worst family vacations you've ever seen. And all because they just wanted to go to Wally World. I know. Now, this movie, obviously, it's a classic. It's hilarious. First of all, I love Chevy Chase in this movie. There's something about a young Chevy Chase. I mean, I see him nowadays, and I kind of think, what happened? I mean, he's still funny, but I mean, this guy is what I think about when I think of Chevy Chase. He's so charismatic. He's just full of energy, and he's so funny. He's into it. His mannerisms, his energy that he brings to a character like this. In anyone else's hands, who knows what movie this would have been, but I feel like a lot of his stuff is natural. It's improv. You really like him as a character, even though, again, if somebody else played it, he could have come off really bad. The whole ongoing running joke of that hot blonde in the red car who just always happens to be driving by and running into them. He practically tries to cheat on his wife with her in the pool. But yet you still like this guy. You still care. You still, you want to see him with his family go on this trip. Speaking of his wife, Beverly D'Angelo, who plays Ellen Griswold, I almost forget how hot she used to be. I mean, it's not like she's completely unattractive now. She's just older. I remember seeing her in Entourage, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's her now. But back then, you almost wonder how could Chevy Chase think about cheating on her, because she's still hot. Rusty is played by Anthony Michael Hall, very young, by the way, and Audrey. I like these kids. They're not annoying. They're not bickering with each other. They don't hate each other. They're just normal kids who are trying to enjoy this trip. I appreciated that, like the moments where they're trying to have the family bonding time. They're in the car singing songs, and it's mostly the parents who are into it when the kids are like, I don't know these songs, I'm not into it, I'd rather listen to my classic 80s rock music. So that I enjoyed. This movie's rated R, which is unlike the sequels. So when I go back and watch this, I almost can't believe some of the stuff that's in this movie. Not because I was offended or anything, but I just feel like if they tried to make jokes like this nowadays, it would not fly. For example, the scene where they, by mistake, roll into a black neighborhood and Chevy Chase is trying to ask for directions, and holy crap, I mean, you do not want to ask anybody for directions in this side of town. It's really funny though. You get some scenes of the kids smoking weed, like underage minor kids. Again, I'm not saying I'm so square that oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this. I know we would never see something like this in a comedy today. The scene where he kills the dog almost deliberately. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dog was annoying as fuck. I'm not saying I would do the same. I would never take this dog. This dog was evil. Speaking of that, the grandmother. Just in case, I don't want to, I mean, the movie's old as hell, so, spoiling it sounds ridiculous, but just in case, what happens with the grandmother is, oh my god. They really, really go there. And then there's a joke on like family incest. Not the main family, but when they go visit Randy Quaid, his daughter's telling the other daughter about how she makes out, and then she says that her father tells her she's the best at kissing. Huh? They put that in here? that might have been a little over the line, crossing the line. I don't really know how much I appreciate that. But speaking of Randy Quaid as Eddie Johnson, he does come in, out of all the cameos, he does come in and steal the scenes. I mean, he's such a scumbag. He's such a degenerate hillbilly type of character, but that's what you love about him, that he's not aware of how inappropriate he is and all the remarks he says and the way he just asks for $52,000. Really? Is that just what you do? I guess so. Speaking of cameos, John Candy. Yeah, I feel like John Candy has had some of the best cameos ever in any movie. I love seeing him at the very end. But the whole journey to get to Wally World is just like, wow. Hopefully this amusement park is worth it. And when they get to the park, the movie just gets even crazier. What more can I say about this classic? It's a classic, that's what it is. It's a comedy that I'm sure a lot of people have seen and grown up on. I'd love to know your comments below. What do you think of not only National Lampoon's Vacation, but Chevy Chase? What do you think? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.